Hello and welcome everyone to the SSA R6 League. I'm here today joined by Harper, and we're going to go straight into this game because we are very ready for this one.
Very ready indeed. First map, we've got ourselves Coastline, Meraki versus LPS. This is going to be interesting, especially given the map we're playing on.
Yeah, so let's just talk about the maps we're going to be going to today. Coastline, Oregon, and Cafe. Who do you think this inherently favors?
Coastline, Oregon, and Cafe. I'd say the aggression on Coastline definitely favors LPS. The other two, I'm not so sure. I think Cafe somewhat should go in favor of Meraki due to it being a more technical map. But even then, I just think the raw power of LPS can just brute force their way through Meraki at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. We've seen LPS from the inside stories we've heard. They haven't really been scrimming. They are just playing this like a ranked game, not taking it too seriously, and they've gotten to this point. So do you think they're going to get even further with that mentality, or will this be their roadblock?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure. I definitely will not be counting them out at all. We'll have to see how this first map goes, and then we can probably get a better idea of exactly how they're going to be faring up against everyone. We saw in the group stage games that... No, wait, we didn't see... Yeah, we did see them in the group stage. In the group stage. Yeah, yep. They just rolled through everyone.
Yeah.
So I do think that even though Meraki were one of the invited teams, I think LPS is definitely going to give them a good run for their money. And what did the community votes say as well?
I'm pretty sure it was about 55% to LPS, but I'll quickly double check that for you. I can confirm it is... Oh, it's 54% to LPS. Very even. It seems the community really doesn't know which way to cast this vote.
Which is quite interesting, actually.
I mean, as well, if you look at the history of these teams, I mean, I'll pull up the rosters here. Wicked, Kivik, Vlad, Dr. Dalfox, and Nigstro for the side of Meraki. They've played with a lot of the LPS players. Nivek, Renegade, Mario Calls, and King SO. They've been teammates at one point or another. These players know one another. So they might play this like a ranked pug, but I mean... when you know how your opponent plays, you can't necessarily just go for those default plays. Sometimes you need some sort of strat to counter someone. So I think these players, knowing each other so well, there are going to be a lot of hard counters, even though they don't counter strat. They just counter brain them.
Pause.
So, yeah.
All right. Newek crashed. That'll be the first pause of the night. What's your poll count? What do you think? Your pause count. What do you think?
What do you mean? Oh, how many tech pauses we're gonna get? How many tech pauses we're gonna get? Quite a few. This is each off. Four. I'm betting on 5.
Alright. Yes, they do still have their pause.
Well then, so we kind of forgot to talk about the bans: Thatcher, Osa, Valkyrie, and Kaid. Do you really think Kaid is such an important ban on this map that you need to take him away?
I would say with this rework, Kaid, it's not a massive rework, but it definitely puts a little bit more emphasis on keeping those walls closed. Like VIP, the walls there, it becomes quite a strong position there. So banning the Kaid, I would say, is a good ban, but by no means would I say it's the best ban. It also depends on your playstyle, how you want to play it. If you want to roam upstairs, make sure that wall's kept closed, then sure, bring the Kaid. But if you want to roam clear everything, make sure that no room is upstairs and make it a little bit more difficult for that room game, banning the Kaid is a good idea. Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, I feel like we haven't seen Coastline, the new Coastline, in the South African game at all. Obviously, we've seen it during SI. We've seen it in SI a lot, but yeah, we haven't seen SA games. That's why we're here.
That's why we're here.
Great segue if we want to quickly talk about our entire mission and what we're trying to achieve with all of this.
Yeah, well, I mean, it all started in a ranked game, I think, where I made a joke. Let's just start a league. Screw it. Let's do something. And then Kanye agreed, and here we are in the league.
Yeah, we don't screw around. We do.
Yeah, we just do it. So this is all basically just a ranked game. So we're getting absolutely floored in a ranked game. So we just decided to make a league because they can't floor us in our own league. Right. Well, back to the game, and we see the 6th pick onto the Malusi in the last second. So Flores is definitely one of the best attacking operators right now. The amount of utility he can clear, doesn't matter what map you're playing, is just incredible. He really is just a valuable pick. Like, we saw what happened even in PL, right? How many times did Super not look at 90 elbow in blue bunker on Oregon.
Quite a few. Quite a few.
And how much utility was gone because of him
All of it.
doing that?
Literally all of it.
And then they took Blue Bunker, right? So I would probably, you know, give that's probably one of the reasons that Sonics aren't in upper bracket anymore. Because they lost so many rounds to Elevate and to, I don't know, he knocked them down to lower bracket in the end, but they lost quite a few rounds to negligence and being giving floors a little bit too much room. So anyway, here we go. First round of LPS Meraki. Who do you think's taking it?
Well, I got to side with La Passion Stack. They've been on a tear. They've had warm-up the last weekend, whereas Meraki, I feel, sure they might have scrimmed, but they haven't really played any official games as far. And really just facing off against a team like La Passion Stack with names like Corza, King SO, Nivek. These are ferocious players, and you need to be ready for them. And we've kind of introed this with them being the Gunners stack, not really coming in with strats, but already we're seeing an extended roam into Master Bedroom area. That's something that, sure, they're a Gunner team, but they also play strategy. So I think that duality is going to serve them well. Already with a quick clear, Newek has fallen, but Corza is on the side to deny some entry.
Just putting a little bit more pressure on that side, but he's going to fall off as he has no more support. As Newek, he was the first pick, and Meraki take an early lead. Like you said, strats are involved, and I do think we can give Rowan a bit of that. I don't know the word. Yeah, well,
nice one.
I think we can contribute a little bit to Rowan because he is just a really good IGL, able to like just coordinate these defenses on the fly. So even though they may not be running fully fledged strats, they definitely have a good understanding of the game with her being the team. And it's not like the other players can't think for themselves, right? Mario, one of the biggest brains in South African Siege, right? King So, he's also really good as Renegade. We saw them a while back on the original Meraki roster, I think. And Newek, he's just, in my opinion, I'd say he's the best gunner there is in Africa. Most definitely. Well, he technically isn't in Africa, but the best player on these servers, I'd say, would definitely be Newek. So this is definitely a formidable team.
True, and formidable is Corza down below. They were aware of his presence earlier, but now he's just being left alone. They've opted to go really for an Aqua take, of all things. Sure, one player is still down below in office, and he might not be ready for this. I believe it's Dr. Delphox. No, it's Kiva on the Nomad. He's completely unaware, but he catches Corza, does damage, and actually finds the kill. Zero awareness, but all of the skill finds the kill. I don't know what that was. Corza himself seeming flustered.
That was something to behold, and it leaves us in a 5 versus 3, but look at the time, Kanye. 30 seconds now. We see the execute going to be trying to come out very, very soon. We have the main window control, the plant's going to go down, but they have the Jaeger below. He can't see the plant, and it's going to go down. It's going to be successful. The player on the main window is taken out. However, the plant does go down. It's a 2 versus 4 with 40 seconds, realistically 32 seconds to get on that bomb and defuse it.
All the pressure now on Renegade because King SO is making his way up. Oh, but Renegade loses his life. King SO has to find a way to make this happen, but really, there is no way. This is certainly a done deal. Whips out the P12, trying to do some damage in the end, but really 20 seconds left on a 1v3. He might catch out the Ibana. Indeed, he does not even do that. Just a complete one-sided affair in my mind. I mean, they got the opening kills, they went for the collapse, got the bomb down. From there, it was already written off in my mind. That was really a clean execute, a clean initial push, everything just on their list ticked off.
That definitely was a very good attack from Meraki. And I don't think there were too many mistakes on the side of LPS, maybe a little bit of too much early aggression from Malusi, but Rowan did not, of course, did nothing wrong, right? He went for that kill, and that was perfectly fine. He just ended up whiffing his shots.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really anything strategical like that, I guess. Smoke could have tried to deny plant. You know, the Jaeger went back downstairs to try and deny the plant, but he just wasn't able to find it.
I mean, I really think if Rowan survived there, that was a round for the Passion Stack, because think about what the RX brings. He has the Bailiff in back pocket, so he could have opened up the vertical to as well deny the plant. They had to send down the Jaeger rather to try and deny it, but I mean, you can't really know where the plant is. You don't really know when it's going down. So that kill really for me determined the round, but it also, in my mind, showed a complete unawareness from both players, if I could put it that way. Both of them did not think they would be in a gunfight at that point in time. So I don't know whether the players are just taking a bit of time to wake up. I mean, it's been around 4 or 5 months since the previous Rainbow Six tournament here in South Africa. You could grant them that. But yeah, that's not something you like to see.
Not at all, especially, I guess you could say at this level of siege in South Africa, these are the better players here. So, although there's maybe some siege rust, you know, want to shake that off, give them a couple of rounds, I guess. Can't be too harsh in the first few. So, I think as we delve deeper into the series, maybe second map even, we should be seeing some really high-class siege from both of these teams.
Now, taking the initiative to drone out off is probably what you should have done last time, but hey, who am I to judge? Spot out Causer once again. Let's see what happens this time around.
Alright, and we see that, this is what we saw. Now, Kingso, he's downstairs with Rowan, although Rowan is now inside of jungle on his own. And this is a very strong position for this Oryx to be in. It gives him access to so much, and with these hatches open, he can just be anywhere on the map at any time. So, in this position, it's just strong. Newek, he's going to be supporting him from the Sunrise side, and he's actually going to be taking gunfights. He's able to find one, and now Rowan, he's going to be helping out, but Newek's found out by Vlad. Wallbang very nearly picks up the life of Vlad. Kingso comes to support him, and the two are going to fall back together. A well-coordinated roam, but unfortunately Newek dies inside of that Sunrise bar. Just a little bit too much pressure, and Rowan not able to help. Good clear for Meraki as they are able to take about what they need in Sunrise. They take that Sunrise control, they take the hookah balcony, and now they just have to deal with Renegade, who's playing on the shield with all 3 ADSs, it looks like.
So much confusion, so much action already in this round, and only one person has lost his life. I would expect nothing more from teams like these facing off against one another. Now it seems they've pivoted. They're going for Aqua Balcony, or rather Hookah Balcony. Sorry about that. But these teams are so quick to pivot. I don't really know what it is. Meraki, they just say, okay, we've gotten 1 kill down below. Let's just go for a side take now. Though they've lost Dr. Dalfox. It's going to be a big hit to their arsenal. From down below, Kiever finds an engagement with, I believe, Renegade on site. But with that little bit of a stim, is going to boost him up. But a little booster might just be to find if they can find this kill onto the Jaeger. Indeed, they do. Now, there's a clear way onto the bomb site. Like I pointed out earlier, they've completely pivoted onto this balcony area. And you've got Wicked inside of luggage. A massive wild card that can come at the right time to find a kill, but it's Renegade to shut them down.
Alright, 30 seconds of 2 versus 3. It is still winnable for both sides, but the smokes, there's still all 3 of them. It doesn't look like okay, the first one was popped, so there's still 2 in pocket. It's going to be very difficult given the position of these players to try and get the plant down. Honestly, this round is up to Neekstra if he's able to get some picks from these stairs, but no, he's not going to be able to do anything. It's all down to Wicked, and at this point, yeah, that round's sealed. You still had the 2 smokes in hand, you still had the C4, and you still had 3 players against 1. So that round, very convincingly, goes the other way. LPS equalizing very quickly. They're not letting the game run away from them at all.
The brazenness from Causer to use the Rima dash, walk through the wall, find the kill. Sure, he was injured, but he didn't really know that. That just shows the confidence for me in both of these teams. I mean, he literally just walks through the wall, says, hello, I'm here now, takes the kill, wins the round for them. All tied 1 apiece. And now we're going to see a different bomb site, kitchen and service, finally. I ask this question with a follow-up in mind. Do you think Hookah and, what's it called, Longbar Lounge is still the preferred bomb site?
I'd still say so. It's between that and kitchen. Honestly, it just depends on like whatever's more comfortable. Kitchen's a good site. Hookah's also a good site, but just in general, this map favors the attackers. So it definitely comes down to preference. Because some teams say that Penthouse is more viable right now, and I'd have to agree to an extent. It's a viable site, but I don't think it's better than kitchen and Hookah.
Well, I mean, let's still see how they set up this bomb site, but I mean, the last time in my mind that there's been any innovation for kitchen, really, was what I can think back is to Bravado during WLE. Maybe I think they had quite a weird castle setup that won them a few rounds in that, the opponent just completely unaware, but this looks like very bog standard default kitchen setup. I mean, sure, this tiny wall's been added here, but it didn't really change too much. This is a legacy bomb site, all things considered. So both these teams should know how to defend it and, critically, how to attack it. Wicked on the kitchen window previously, about 2 years ago, I used to call this 80k window because their main strategy was just sit up on that window, pop some smokes, go for the plant, win the round. Doesn't look like that's going to be their objective, rather. Going from Aqua Balcony, Nixtro going for a clear, almost catching, I believe that's Causa off guard. Indeed, does about 20 HP of damage.
It is a good chunk of HP, but you do have that Thunderbird on board, so if Roden is able to get down to one of those corner stations, that HP will not be any of your worries. And you see a very fast take of this vertical clear, but Newek with an absolute banger of a shot, shutting down Nixtro, and he's going to be looking for a second on against Kiva, but Kiva, he does the smart play, he falls off of that, he's just going to be droning now. Newek, he is primed and ready, it looks like, and this is not someone you want to see primed and ready. Because when Newek wakes up, he wakes up. We need someone on the side of Meraki to do the same.
You know, this alibi gun used to be a favorite of mine, but with the recoil nerf, it has such a kick. Nevertheless, he finds the pick, joined by Causa. Can they find more? This top floor roam is wasting so much time and wasting so much man utility. Though the Ibana pointed and ready, but they find the trade. That definitely helps the side of the defenders.
Great trade from both of them. Good shot, but in the end, it is still a 4 versus 3 favoring LPS, as Newek was able to find that opening kill onto Nixtro. Or was it Wick? No, it was Nixtro. Alright, we're at 1 minute 20, you finally have your vertical. Your sledge is dead though, so you really can't do much. You have nades, you have return drones, but there's not much more you can do other than just play off of these hatches and see. I do think we are going to be getting some of this vertical crew coming down from the return drone, but other than that, there's not much they can do.
Renegade a bit confused, though he finds an indicator, so might just be ready to take the gunfight, opts to back away, probably the smarter choice considering, well, he's a smoke and his utility gets a lot more valuable towards the end of the round. Vlad needs to push the initiative. They need to make the move here. Delphox has a nade at the ready, tries to find something. Causa, though he's an electrical, bit too far away to be caught by that one.
But this is still a good position for Causa. He's able to deny this hatch drop, able to deny the mainstays push, and Cam is still up, so that can support him too. So if they do decide to go for this prep side take, it's not going to go well for them. And we do see the Flores drop inside of jungle. Kiva on this window, almost picking up the Jaeger of Vlad, who was inside of jungle. He's dead now in 15 seconds. It's down to a 2 versus 4. Rowan back in sight. 10 seconds on the clock. There's nothing these attacks can do. Renegade and Rowan pick up 1 respectively, and that's the round going to LPS.
Just a clean lockout. I mean, that top floor hold really solidified it for them. They found 2 kills, wasted so much time, they couldn't really do anything. They lost the sledge, like you pointed out. It was really a sorry affair after about a minute 30 into that round, but I have to look at Causa. What is his KD at this point in time? 3-1. It's not overly impressive, but to me, the 2 rounds they've won came down to him single-handedly on the roam. They have not been able to flush him out. Even in the round they lost, they weren't ready for him. He is a wild card for them at this point in time.
Yeah, he's all over the map at any point in the round, so it is very scary trying to deal with him as Meraki. They just haven't been able to get a hold of any of these roamers, really. They had a good time clearing out upstairs. I'd say it was quite quick, but the thing is, this sledge was dead when they did it. So it didn't matter if they were able to get it, because then they had to use those artillery drones to try to get that vertical play. And it's just not the same. It's not as efficient. It's not as fast, and you only have 4 of them. So it's kind of difficult to play that vertical without your buck, without your sledge. And Nixtro was on that sledge, and he was the first pick from Newek. So I really think LPS is making a good use of their roamers, being Newek and Rowan. But with Kingso, he's also on-site, off-site, everywhere at the same time. It just makes it very flexible for these defenders.
Do you remember the days of Causa playing Pulse Shotgun on Coastline?
I don't think I do.
During the African R6 League days, this man was a menace. He used to run Pulse Shotgun XM1014, sit outside bedroom window and just find kills, but Dr. Dalfox, where'd you find that one, my friend? I believe that was from Blue Bar Window, but might be completely mistaken. No, nevertheless, it's a very big kill to find. They've got ping 1 onto, I believe that's Causa on the mirror. Quite a weird operator to be roaming out here with, but I mean, the Vector, high fire rate, good gun. Flash is coming out. Not going to find anything because he's already fallen back. Renegade takes back what they once lost. Finds a trade. Really well done for them now. What can they do to push this even further? Renegade with a little bit of a weird angle. Don't really know what that one is looking for. Maybe alt tabbed.
He's about to prep the window. So he's about to shoot the window on the side so it doesn't break the glass, so it doesn't make sound outside. And then he's about to peek it. So he kind of gives up on that and just goes for the kill. So what he was supposed to do was shoot out one of the window panels, barricade panel, and then just kill the person there. But it didn't even matter. He just popped it open and then killed the player regardless. Now it's 3 versus 4. We saw Meraki with the advantage in a 5 versus 4 at the beginning of the round as Neo presented himself yet again. Not great being the opening kill 2 times now, being the first pick. So not too great for him as he was just starting to wake up in that last round. But that is a good sign for Meraki, as they're still able to keep themselves in this. They have the vertical play, but do they have jungle? No, they don't have the vertical play, sorry. That's the Jaeger upstairs. So now we're going to be seeing the Habana rotate upstairs to try and clear this player from below. The nade going to be cooked. It doesn't claim that that's Neeks that actually gets the kill. It was perfectly timed with the nade though, so it looked like the nade got. But that's the vertical play removed. They do know that, I think this is...
Bomb located
Who is
by
this?
attacker.
It's Causa.
The mirror?
Yeah.
Alright, this is the mirror. Mirror is just chilling around lobby. They do know, and the gunfight is about to present itself. It does. Rowan not able to land the shots. Wicked actually takes about 3 HP off of him. And the plant begins to go down. Still 1 minute on the clock. Rowan gets the kill from inside of lobby, but there's a good refrag. It's 1 versus 2. Instead, it's Wicked, and he gets the kill. 1 versus 1. The bulletproof cam knows that he has to go for the plant. Wicked trying to find something but can't see anything. Fat fingers the melee, but nothing to be happened. He knows where Rowan is, so the plant could go down, but no, he pressures for the kill. 30 seconds left. Intel on both these.
C4 in hand. He goes for it.
In hand, it whips.
He wins these.
Oh no, my goodness, the C4 through the wall. Didn't back up far enough. They knew about the C4, but still got the kill. He's gonna be a little angry after that one.
Did the Habana never clear out the bulletproof?
No, she didn't.
Oh, how sad. Oh, how sad. Cry me a river. That's such a... How does that happen? I mean, he knew roughly where Causa was. He knew he should have taken, what, 7 to 8 seconds to rotate. You've got time to vault up, maybe punch out the camera, and then play time. Like, I don't really know what that was. Hindsight 2020, obviously, but, like, it kind of a misplay for me in my mind.
Mainly the play that confused me was going for the plant when you knew Rowan was
Yes.
around that lobby area. So the vertical holes are all up to Rowan, right? Your Habana left that, so you can't contest Rowan shooting those out of those holes. And they try to go for the plant, and it doesn't work out because you've kind of just left the person in lobby to do lobby things, and then you don't even get the refrag. Instead, you killed the smoke that pushed up close, and then Mario picks up Nitro and just goes to 1-on-1. So going for that plant in that position without lobby control is not the play.
Well then, how can the attackers change things around? Because they need to change something up. Traditionally, we look to Coastline as one of the few attacker-sided maps in the Rainbow Six Siege esports rotation. Not to say that conventions need define us, but, you know, it's a good thing to aim for. Usually 2, probably 3 to 4 rounds on the attack. It's what you'd expect. So they need to change something, and you need to change that. Why do you have so much damage done onto yourself already, Causa? Again, down below in office.
I know, they're just taking gunfights. That's a great kill from Neekstra. The ping has come out, the communication is there, but it's instantly taken back by Wicked. This is exactly what we see in so many of these rounds. Meraki pick up the opening kill onto Newek or Rowan, and then instantly it's a 3 versus 4, right? They let down their guard after getting that first kill, and they do that first kill so well, but also look at the HP on these attackers already. Delphox around 15 HP, Kieva 25. They do have the Fink on board, thankfully, to bring it back, but it's still gonna take time to bring back the HP, and it doesn't matter if you're getting shot at.
No.
Oh, that could have been massive. but just a little bit too greedy. That was
a bit too ballsy of a play. Yeah, exactly. If it worked, good job. Great thinking, well done. The execution just didn't follow suit. Now, suddenly the attackers have the favor once again, but you've got a yellow ping on the Jaeger. He's behind a soft wall. He might get punished for this position. I don't think he can. He's behind the hard wall, so there's some layer of protection, but they know exactly where he is. They're going to try and pinch him. From pool entrance and from blue bar. His funeral is already 2 hours away.
No, but look where he is now. Alright, no, I think they know. I think they know exactly where he is. He's going to swing wide and he's taken down instantly by Kiba. Great clear from Meraki and swinging the round back in their favor. Now it's 1 versus 3. Mario on his own, on cool vibes, still a minute to place. These attackers don't have to rush things at all, and he gives away his location. Remember, site is upstairs. Mario, he's still able to just play around this hook reinforced wall as these attackers rotate around to try get this aqua side and try get a plant down inside of Billiards.
Importantly, he's got a C4, so even behind this hard wall, he could deny a default plant. The most important thing I look to now is the main repel.
Yeah.
This is completely locking off the main rotation. They've got yellow pings. They know roughly where his location is. So now the Nomad and Dr. Delphox on the Finker are going to poise themselves to go for a default plant. But this is, in my opinion at least, not what you want to do, given he has a C4. He can deny this.
And the HP of these attackers is so low. The bulletproof can as well is going to give him all the information. He knows when they're going to go for a plant. The C4's ripped, and he gets the kill. He drops below. This can be massive. He actually gets the kill on the main window. No, he doesn't. Instead, it's Vlad onto Mario. The read was there. What a good play from Vlad. If Vlad doesn't get that kill, I don't think you win that round.
That was masterfully executed. Knows he has the C4. Knows he can play time, play patience, play behind a hard wall where they can't kill you. Finds the C4 kill, drops down, really quick thinking from him to know there's one on the repel, where can I catch him off guard, go for the window. Loses the 1v1, can't blame that on him. That is just luck of the draw. That is a brainy play, a 200 IQ play if I may. Well done. Even though you didn't win the round, well done.
Yeah, that was well done, but also we have to give credit where credit is due, and that's to Meraki. They were on the back end for a lot of that round. In a 3 versus 4, where the HP of 2 of their players was close to 0. And they were still able to bring it back, with only 1 more casualty, and that being to a C4, so it wasn't into a gunfight. So I think Meraki, they really had a great attack that round. That is definitely one of their best attacks, and a good recovery from where they were early on in the round. They had that time on the board, but they did let it slip a little bit too low for my liking towards the end. There wasn't really much they had to do to wait to get the plant down as they rotated around to that aqua side, but they did. Didn't matter though. They won the round, so at least there's that. And now they have the chance to equal things up, in a 3-3 split is definitely where you want to be. If you see a 4-2 split going to the defenders, I'm gonna worry for you. I'm not gonna lie, Kanye. I will have to worry for Meraki if LPS is able to find this round.
Corza, we know his nature. We know he never sits around and waits. He pushes the objective. Tries to go for the spawn peak, perhaps open the barricade, but not just yet. This time, he's gonna play it a bit slower, a bit more passive. Renegade wasting a bit of ammo there onto, I believe, the kitchen door, maybe suspecting someone to make a quick and early play, but Meraki, they're just waiting. Laying in wait. Wicked seemingly aware of the aqua balcony presence, but he's just gonna play it passive, play it safe. He says he knows the site's on kitchen. Well, let's just push kitchen then. Though there is a little cell of Meraki going for the hookah take, as well joined by the Nomad, trying to flush out these players for the time being. The Flores being one of the most important operators in that aspect. Driving in the Rotero is going to nuke this position behind the bar area and surely flush out this Jaeger. They know he's behind couches. And now the bomb to connect. Will they find him? He needs to move out of this position, and indeed, that is the Jaeger to fall, and a great play coming out from Meraki.
Masterclass of a play that is. Vlad low on the HP, but it doesn't matter because he doesn't need HP. He just drives the Rotero drones. Delphox picks up the second, and now it's a 5 versus 3. This time in favor of LPS. We saw this in the beginning. We saw this in the first round of the map, where Meraki were able to pick up the first round. They had a 5-3 advantage just like this. Rowan.
They know of his
He's
position.
upstairs. They know it's Delphox versus Rowan. Rowan gives away his position. Now it's a 2 versus 1. Does he swing wide? He actually doesn't pick up the Yana. And now the Finker gonna swing. But she doesn't know. And Rowan almost gets the kill. Dropped to about 5 HP. And it's a 2 versus 5 now. And the Finker's able to pick up everyone's HP. Oh no. Mario.
They don't know. He lets them all pass. This is what you call a masterclass in Siege Entertainment. Finds one, finds two. Can he find the planter? Not just yet. Whips out the bearing 9. Knows there's a player to his left. Doesn't win the gunfight. That's the round for Meraki. And that is how you change things around to win 3 on your attack. They go all half at the split. And my oh my, again, it just feels to me like Le Passion Stack. They make these plays happen, but they just can't pull it through. My, that was entertaining to watch.
If I don't know who that other player was, but if he was able to stay alive in that 2 versus 5, just fall off, I think that was a winnable round for them.
Yes.
That was a good round of Siege. A great clear onto the Jaeger, a good kill upstairs, good clear onto Rowan, a little mistake there. You knew where he was, no need to push him, no need to look into luggage, I guess. But other than that, perfect Siege. Meraki have woken up. From 1-3 down, they're 3-3 up. Now the sides swap. What can Meraki do on this defense? And can Le Passion Stack
Defenders, protect your bombs from being
continue with this odd sort of playstyle? But the thing is, Meraki has the momentum right now. Can they convert that momentum into rounds is the question.
Harper, I missed South African Siege. That last round to me was just the epitome of the entertainment that Siege can bring. No other game does it, let's be honest. A CS 1v4 clutch, does it have the same entertainment value? I'd argue not. This is why we provide you Siege content.
Heroic 1v4, I'm not too sure if you saw that.
I did. That was entertaining.
That was
But is it a
Siege?
Pengu SI clutch? No, it's not.
No, it's not. They're often known as they're often known as the best team in the world.
Never having that distinction until today. Goosebumps.
Oh, goosebumps. On this map as well.
True. Are we gonna crown new kings on this map? Well,
Oh, we could. Well,
We're gonna-
true. He's not
we're
being
gonna-
crowned. He's being found 6 feet deep instead as Nirek buries his body this time. But Nirek, he's taken back down as Wicked says, nope, you're not taking the advantage at all. We're keeping this nice and close. And close it is. Meraki 3-3. This is not something we were expecting, actually. We were really thinking LPS was going to run away with that. I'm not too sure. What is my prediction again?
you predicted Meraki, rather Le Passion Stack 7-1-7-2.
Yeah,
To
so
be exact.
To be exact, it's not looking great for my prediction.
It is not, huh?
LPS. Let's see if at least the maps can continue that way. Meraki, they're showing up, and they're showing up with some heat.
Now, what can you do to deny this? There's a buck down below. Causa, oh so formidable on the Skeleton Key and the CS8. But, or rather, just the C8, sorry. It's been a while since I casted Siege, man. I used to do like daily quizzes on every single gun in the game. That's fallen to the wayside now with just hard mathematics at university, but I digress. We're bringing you entertainment, not maths. So, Dr. Dalfox. VIP balcony completely unaware of his position, but that's fine because they're not pushing from that side of the map. They're still just down below and on Aqua balcony. There's a minute 28, so sure, you still have time to work around with, but you need to make something happen.
Still have all the time in the world, and look at, okay, no more nades on the side of LPS, but you still have, what, 8 flashbangs? So getting a plant down shouldn't be too difficult if you're throwing those things in all the time. But yeah, like you said, 1 minute left and Rowan escapes with his life. Wicked, he's headhunting from above right now as the clock ticks 1. Not much progress has been made in this past minute for LPS.
And Rowan, Causa, loves to tell the tale, still gonna put pressure from down below. Maybe says, not my monkey, not my circus. I have other things to worry about as the plant is going down. Causa, it's been killed down below. They no longer have the vertical assistance from down below. The nade sailing on through. They need to throw these flashbangs, like you said, in retaliation. But they're just losing them one by one. Mario left last alive. With 30 seconds left, he's on the main window repel, and he just gets shut down. Meraki on a clean sweep, answering back to the 3 rounds in a row from Le Passion Stack. They find 3 of their own.
They are not done just yet, and this is the first time. No, this is the second time actually we see Meraki in the lead. The first time was the first round. Other than that, it's been the Passion Stack show. But Meraki, they're crawling their way, creeping and crawling their way back into this game, and they're making a statement right now. That was a great defense from them, and right now we might have to eat our words. This does look like a defender-sided. Coastline.
One thing that Caster never likes to do is go back on their own words. My oh my, I guess this is a defensive-sided Coastline. What are we seeing?
What have we done?
Oh no.
We've just crossed the entire map.
You know, Harper and I were watching the Team Liquid game just before this. And
eat shit.
So, for anyone that doesn't know, if you go to my recent twitter.com/Kanye Defuse, this is our own stream. I can plug. So, I posted it. We can plug, bro. So I posted a photo of me in a Team Liquid jersey. I'm still wearing it. If we go back to caster cams in a bit, I might show you the beautiful Team Liquid jersey. But, yeah, they lost 0-2 to MIBR at SI right after I made that tweet. So, my track record for predictions is abysmal today.
And you predicted LPS, so let's see if it gets even worse. Yeah. I think we both predicted a 2-0.
Yes,
Yeah.
true.
I think you were a little bit more lenient in the scores. I think a 7-3, 7-4, if I'm not mistaken.
Indeed. Oh, this is the castle barricade strat I was actually talking about earlier that I saw as, in my mind, the last time this bomb site was really innovated. Putting a castle barricade here to allow for more play into jungle and blue bar. No real pressure going to come from Lamborghini. As well, top floor is a bit safer to hold because you don't have that vertical presence from admin to worry about. But Vlad shuts them down.
Yeah, Vlad, he's not been the most like highlight player, but the thing is, he's going 6-4 right now. He's been doing quite a bit of work for the side of Meraki. And the thing is with LPS, their aggression is really getting countered by these Meraki players. Like, look at this aggression. They're already so close to sight in the first minute. It is a 4 versus 5 though.
This is the perfect answer to this castle barricade strategy because, sure, this allows for no pressure from Lamborghini to the side of jungle. But it also allows for complete cover for the sledge from admin. The Jaeger is going to try and see what he can do, but he has to push all the way into square before he can do anything about this. When he pushes on into square, he just loses his life because these bottom angles have been opened up. This is how you use someone's strategy against them. Meraki biting their nails here. King SO biting his nails a bit more. I believe you me, his nails are a bit shorter. The pressure on him to get that bomb down, and eventually he does. It's a retake scenario for Meraki. They've got the long angle from the balcony from luggage, but you can't really do anything with this, my friend. They already have control of the window. Sure, Nixtro finds one, but they still have so much to go before they can try and make a comeback here. One on the window, one in jungle, one in blue bar. So far spread out. What can you do? An MP5 in hand. There's nothing you can do.
And the round looks to be going into the favor of LPS. There it is, that retake. Being one of the most difficult retakes there is in Rainbow Six Siege. That's a good shot, but...
Is it GN worthy?
Yeah, this is GN worthy, I guess. But the second that bomb goes down on that window, it's so difficult to retake. Because that window being right there, if you have the Zofia, although, if you have the Zofia, it's so easy just to deny the defuse, right? You just pop up, throw in a concussion, defuse is done. So you just have to play it correctly, and it's just such a difficult retake to pull off by the defenders. The thing is, that round was so good for Meraki. They had the early advantage, but then as soon as, like you said, they used the strat against them, it just fell apart, right? There was nothing Meraki could have done to answer back.
Yeah. All of the machinations coming together and completely falling to the other side. They did everything they could, but it just didn't roll their way. And even into the later phases of that round, they said, let's swing for the fences, why not take some chances? But really, nothing you can do. Like you said, one of the hardest retakes, and strangely enough, they're gonna go for the strategy once again. In their mind, maybe they're saying, okay, maybe it wasn't the strategy that was flawed, it was the way we executed it, the way we kept control of blue bar, maybe allowing that to fall by the wayside too early, but Do you really think this is the play, considering what we saw that previous round?
I mean, I guess what we saw that previous round was LPS taking advantage of the strategy. So if Meraki's a little bit more aware, I definitely think that they can win this round. Like, this vertical play being so heavy, it really does allow for that, you know, that lobby play with that castle barricade. And it's just a very strong site, so you know exactly where these attackers are going to be pushing from. It's probably going to be Sunrise Office around that sort of site. That's exactly what they're going to be doing. So if you have that read, and Delphox, he has the kill on Renegade, but his HP is so low, it doesn't matter, it's the first kill yet again, going in favor of Meraki.
Oh, so, he doesn't know. A complete pincer being set up onto his position, and again, they've got control of Office, of Blue Bar, of Hookah, everything.
40 seconds, Kanye. That's all they needed to take control of that. Then again, it was only one player, and they aren't really holding too much of it, but that's just really good droning coming out from LPS, taking all the control they need, and Rowan, he finds now this time it's Nigstro falling. Vlad, Wicked, and Kiev are the ones to keep this round alive for Meraki. This game was looking so good for these players, and now all of a sudden it's beginning to slip away.
You know, there was this top floor contingent, but it doesn't really matter when that's on the north side of the map. All of the pressure in the previous round and in this, coming from the south side of the map, from the Blue Bar area.
South side suicide.
Do you want to take this one?
Sure. 1 minute 30 on the clock. 3 versus 4 in favor of LPS. This barricade being prepped. It's popped open by Vlad. Nothing to be found as he scurries back on into sight. They do have that Tachanka, but the plant is going down. Will the Shumika launcher be activated? No, it is not. 2 versus 4, and the plant goes down. Vlad finds one of his own, but he's dropped such low HP that he's not going to be doing much in this round. Wicked still above the bomb site. This is what they can do. They do have that vertical control, but he's going to be forced to drop back down. It's a 1 versus 3. It's just Wicked now, and they know where he is. He's taking a gunfight against the Twitch, I think. Not too sure, though. Nothing to be found. The time being wasted by this player as the clock hits 20. He has 12 seconds. Good shot. That's Mario falling. But it doesn't matter, and there's a tactical timeout being called from Meraki, as now they find themselves on the back foot. The defuse has to go down, but it doesn't matter. Rowan, he's found the kill. Great take yet again from LPS, but Meraki, that's disrespectful. But Meraki, they're not... They're giving LPS a run for their money right now. And there's that timeout being brought out by Meraki. Just a little time to talk about everything, and they have 1 minute now to just try and get this stuff sorted, because like you said, they had those 3 rounds in a row, and now LPS is about to answer back with their own 3 in a row.
You know, Le Passion Stack, they fought and they fought and they caught out Meraki, taking the bull by the horns, just shutting them down. I mean, in the dying moments of that round, those last 2 defenders, I believe it was a Jaeger and a Wamai, they were just a bull in a china shop. They couldn't do anything right. They were just breaking everything as they were walking. But Le Passion Stack, they're just looking comfortable now. And sorry if I seemed a bit passive-aggressive cutting you off, but I really had no reply to Southside Suicide.
I don't know, they make banger music, bro.
I've never listened to their music.
Banger.
Chat, let us know. Biased or based?
Biased or based. Some of this stuff's good. All I like.
I'll stick to my emo rap.
Okay.
Sad homie hours.
Joji's good.
Joji does slap. That's the one thing we can like equally agree on. We both have a man crush on Joji. Do we want to reveal this to stream? Yes, I don't care.
Yeah. And it's not Southside Suicide, sorry, it's a Suicide Boys. Southside Suicide is just an album.
Ah, I get you. Okay, Suicide Boys does have some good music.
Yeah. Right, well, 4-5 tacks done. Find ourselves in round 10 as we hit double digits. We could be seeing map 2 in just 2 rounds if LPS continue on with their tear the way they've been doing so. Right now, Meraki, they need an answer and they need it quick. If they lose this round, we might be seeing ourselves on match point. LPS, that's not what you want to see if you're a Meraki fan. And I know there's quite a few of you guys in the chat. So let's get those spam something for Meraki to keep their hopes and dreams alive.
What is the spam from Meraki? I can't remember now. It's chat, just let us know. What's this traditional spam from Meraki? I know they're one of the orgs locally that has the most support in Rainbow Six Siege, especially because of their PlayStation community. Quite big prevalence on that side of the Siege spectrum, but I mean, their players are showing up. Let's not count them out. The last 2 rounds went the way of LePash and Stack, but this is still a coin flip in my mind.
Yeah, this really is a coin flip. All rounds are really close, and Vlad this time, he's going to be the one taken down to such low HP. And Corsa finds Neekstro. That's not great. Neekstro, he's died in every single round of play. 5 for 10 right now. Delphox, he leads the charge 10 for 6 for Meraki. On the opposite side, it's Niwek, who's 10 for 8. Who else other than Niwek? No one. No one. Exactly, Rowan, right, maybe he's crawling, creeping his way, and as Niwek dies to Wicked, a chance for Meraki, a little glimmer of light, hope at the end of the tunnel. 2 minutes though, and so much damage done to this defense already. This is not great. But you still have Delphox on the board, and you have those 2 SMG-11s, and those guns can tear apart defenders. The thing is, Delphox, he's kind of been isolated in this penthouse area. He can't get back to site safely right now. He does have the rotation, but they also know exactly where he is, and the spray missing his head by a couple centimeters, and now he's able to just fall back. Back and meet his comrade inside of this luggage area, but instead he's going to continue fighting for... He's going to fight back. He's going to go back into the penthouse, actually, and he might drop his hatch. No, instead he's going to try find Rowan on this Twitch, and they miss each other. Wicked dropped to low HP. The C4 comes out, not finding anything though. 1 minute 10 seconds.
No!
These attackers preoccupied by these roamers, and it's only one player on this site. They can actually take this site if they notice it.
You know, it takes 2 to tango, but meanwhile, the rest of the 5 players on the map, so much has happened. A C4 has been expended, the plant is going down, but still, Delphox laying in wait, catches Corsa off guard, can't find the kill just yet. Corsa to retaliate, this is going the way of LePash and Stack. They are forcing their way into match point.
A quad kill from Corsa to find that round and to make that round possible for LPS. An amazing showing for him during that round. It just looked like he cut off 2 of the players inside the penthouse, and it was just the smoke fending for himself. But even then, it was a smoke loss alive. So, well played from the smoke to keep himself alive, but it didn't matter. Because, in the end, the round just completely collapsed onto Meraki, and now it's match point. And we could be seeing a 7-4. Kanye, you predicted a 7-4, although it wasn't this map, but
yes.
You predicted 7-4.
Yeah, I predicted a 7-3-7-4. Might still happen. I am bringing back my prediction score, but still, this just feels like an impasse for me. Both of these teams in deadlock. All of these rounds coming down to opening gunfights, last minute clutches, whatever it may be. That to me is luck. I don't see one of these players completely outskilling the other.
No, both, like if you look on these teams, both teams have quite balanced score lines, I'd say. You got your support, you know, doing support things, but the rest of the players like 7, 7, 5, and 10, and on the side of LPS, you've got 7, 11, 9, and 10. That is very close within each other. So it's not anyone having an outstanding game that is putting these teams into the dirt. Instead, it's just the team play from both these teams.
Yeah. And it's something we love to see. Team play. That's the one thing I thought was going to be lacking, given how long it's been since the last tournament here locally. These teams really showing us that no matter how long it takes, no matter what background drama happens, the Siege community will retaliate. They will bring us entertainment.
This is good Siege.
This is... Good Siege is good.
Good Siege is good. Then again, good anything is good, to be fair.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to beat you on that one. No matter what you do, good shit is never gonna be edible.
You know what? I might have been forced to eat those words, but I do not want to eat that shit. So yeah, you're right. I'll give you that. Fair enough. All right, match point. What could be the last round of Coastline? This map was LPS's pick. I'm fairly certain of that.
I have no idea to check this right now. I have tabs of literally everything running in the background.
Give me a sec, I'll check it. You take over this round.
Okay, Mario. Taking up the reins from Meraki. Saw them clearing out admin office almost every single time on their attack, but this time there's no Quasar. to hold that position. Rather, most of these players just stacking up top, laying in wait. The Jaeger is not going to wait. He's going to push the objective, find a kill onto Niwek. That's a great opener. Meraki, I've said these rounds have come down either to last-minute plays or down to opening gunfights, and that's how you answer back. Nixtro as well. They've kind of just fallen back onto the side. Sure, Vlad and Wicked still kind of on this onion play style. They play in these extended positions and fall back, peel back as soon as they get pressured. But Le Passion Stack and Meraki for me in a bit of a quagmire. What do you do? This is such an awkward situation where you've lost a person to an early gunfight, but there's so much riding on this round. Le Passion Stack. Match point.
This is their match point. Yeah, and this is indeed their map. I did just check.
Okay.
So Meraki could indeed pull out an upset. We have seen bigger upsets. We have seen 6-0 comebacks. And right now, it doesn't look quite possible as Nixtro finds one for himself and Delphox doubles down, finding two of his own. And now it's just Corsa and Mario. The last two... Oh, we've been tabbed out.
Oh, sorry. Sorry about that.
Alright, well now we got ourselves a 5 versus 2. 5-6 looks very possible. And the second it's 5-6, it's just one round away from overtime. So unless Corsa and Mario can pull out something magical, which honestly I doubt's going to happen. Look at this positioning from this player up top on the pink bar. Corsa instead he's going to fall back. 30 seconds left. There's really not much they can do. 4 versus 2 now as Mario picks up Vlad. Not too sure from where. It looked like he was playing in Sunrise, but these two attackers being Wicked, he actually takes smoke damage. I'm not too sure how. But 15 seconds left, and they have to go for his plan or row, and he's able to sit down Nixtro. But Wicked, he's going to be able to take out any of that pressure. 2 versus 1, doesn't matter. Fox picks up the round, and there's a tactical timeout now from the side of LPS. This is not something I was expecting to see.
Yeah, sorry, I just had to quickly tap because apparently chat says I'm a bit louder than you and I don't want to be talking over you. So, just had to fix that quick. Nothing has changed, I always dominate.
Yep.
Well then.
Alright, 5-6 tactical timeout, hey?
Oh, sorry. Okay. Thank you. So many times I've saved attack timeout on 1 second. I am the king of saves.
That's not a good thing. You shouldn't be saving. You're stressing out the players.
No, I save, dude. I clutch. I come and clutch. I clutch tests night before, study, easy peasy.
Okay, buddy. That's whatever. You know what? Never mind. Back to the game. We're off topic again. I feel like that's gonna be something. They're ready.
Are they ready? Oh, okay.
Looks to be so. I think attack timeout.
I've never seen a team shortcut attack timeout.
I've seen it quite often and stuff. I usually want to get back into the game, but I've never. He's AFK. Can we unready?
Okay.
So that's 2 tactical timeouts coming out in 1 round.
I mean, they had like 30 seconds of the first. We'll give them another 30 seconds.
That is fair.
It's the same round's tactical timeout. Okay. Not another.
Yeah, all right, let's go. Let's ready up.
Okay. So, amidst the flounce and filigree of death, we've been painting a picture of Le Passion Stack being a gunner stack. But he had attack Uber. Okay, well, while we've been painting this picture, they have completely scribbled over it, ruined our masterpiece, and told us, well, we might be the gunner stack, but we play as a team. We play coordinated. We know how to play this game, even though we might not have been scrimming, we might not have pocket strats or anything. Just the fact that they know Siege so well and they know each other so well, to me, is the one thing that's brought them across the line to this point.
Look, they may not have been practicing in scrims, so I feel damn sorry for the ranked teams they've won.
So, no. You know,
following games until you pull up against Le Passion Stack and rank.
You know, I was following some of the Six Invitational like broadcasting staff, some of the casters, and they post on Twitter, Pengu and a few of the observers queuing ranked. Silver in NA had to be scared, had to be trembling.
Dude, those bronze people, they took a... Don't queue ranked. I like you, bro. Don't queue ranked tonight.
Okay, well...
That's what was sent out. But yeah, who do you think's winning Invite?
I think Le Passion Stack is winning this game, to not take it too far off track, but Empire.
Empire. Yep. Empire Strikes Back. We
Bomb
got
has
this in
been
the bag.
located.
I hope we didn't butcher it. Alright, well, 5-6. This is Meraki's round. They need to take this one if they want to find themselves in overtime. This is the Passion Stack's last chance to find themselves a win in regulation time. The Bandit tricking from below. It's a great kill from Kosa.
No more wall denial.
No more wall denial. The one wall is wall denied, but other than that, the left one completely free for the taking. And Kingso is going to do just that. That'll put a lot more pressure on Kiva. He might have to fall back, but the wall is open. And Niksho's head is popped open as well by Renegade. 3 versus 5. 1 minute 45 on the clock. The Twitch drone comes out. If he swings a new rider, he might just get his head taken off his shoulders. He does pick up the Twitch drone. A very ballsy rotate though. Delphox landing a couple shots onto Renegade. Doesn't matter. Corsa ruins his. Lands his double kill. And there with one more. It's going to be a flawless round to take us into... What a shot. Yep, a flawless round to take us into map 2. Meraki, they were on the brink of that match, of that overtime, but they couldn't get themselves over the line, and we see ourselves 7-5, first game going all 12 rounds of regulation.
You know, as far as memoirs go, signing it off with a just a flawless round, complete 5 kills, that is a good way to end it. And we're going to end it just for the time being. We'll be back shortly. Just going to give these teams a break. Adjust those mouse pads, get it right, make everything, your headset tight. We'll be back shortly. Don't go anywhere.
We pause?
We pause. No. Hello and welcome back to the second map of Le Passion Stack versus Meraki Gaming. Should be a fire map. I hate using the word fire. I was going to say something different. I don't know what just came to mind. Harper, please save me. What do you expect from this game?
Fire map.
Fire map. Let's go. Action-packed. Ready for this one. Doubling down is the best thing to do. So, let's go straight into this game.
Let's get into it. Alright, so we did see LPS take the first map 7-5. And a little spoiler, if you aren't in chat, the Exhale and Nixa game, Nixa won the first map bank 7-1, which was the pick of Exhale, and the picks of Nixa, Chalet, Exhale took 7-2. So they'll be going into a third map, which will be Villa, and we'll keep you updated on those scores. If I did send a link in the chat if you guys want to go take a look at that game, but otherwise I'll just be keeping you guys updated. All right, so Oregon first ban Maverick. Not too surprising. Oregon is one of Maverick's best maps, and really Maverick is just such a strong operator. Honestly, I'd say he's stronger than Thatcher.
Ooh. Shots taken.
Yeah.
Well,
what is Niksha on in chat? He's having his own conversation.
you know, I prefer to just not read chat. It hurts my brain. Sometimes players just like to poke a bit of fun, but Flores joining the fray. We talked about how good Flores is, and we saw his potential in clearing out the Jaeger behind the couch last time in Sunrise Bar. We know how influential this operator is, and especially on Oregon, clearing out Elbow inside of Blue where the smoke usually plays in an extended position. Banning out that operator is going to be a very big deal. As well, Mirror Band, kind of the default.
Yeah. Last ban, not too sure we're going to be seeing. Maybe a Kaid. Kaid is very strong. And with that Maverick ban... wait, you do have the Thatcher on board now.
Yeah.
I just realized. Alright, this might be interesting. A Goyo off the board. LPS taking out Goyo. Which is not something you see very, very often on Oregon. Yes, he is good on some of these niche strats, but I don't think that he's the most used operator on Oregon. So, maybe they know something we don't. And I'm interested to see. Because these bans from LPS are quite interesting. We did see the Maverick and then the
Goyo. That was
Goyo.
there too.
So, yeah, that is going to be quite cool to see. And then on the other side, we had a Mirror, which is quite basic, and Flores, which is also very understandable. And yeah, last time we saw Thatcher being played, it was in the Ascend versus Taken game. And I think Thatcher was the opening death for 8 rounds that game.
Oh no. Okay.
So, out of 8 rounds, he got 0 kills, and on the 9th round, Sly Butter got 2 kills, and that was the only kills Thatcher got that entire game.
Worth.
So no, I think like maybe 1 Thatcher grenade was thrown the entire game. And yeah,
You know, he may not be banned, but his presence will never be felt.
That's what he felt. When he isn't banned, he's not doing anything. What Rowan just did, I won't agree with right now, because if we go take a look at that, if the attackers take control of Attic and go prone, you can't hide behind the bunks anymore, because the bunks are elevated off the ground now. So with Rowan running through the wall like that, it means that those attackers can now, you know, try to see your footsies and take you up. I do like Rowan on this. This has been quite a default lineup. Am I right? Like this has been a 5. So I think we've seen this almost every single defensive round, other than a Mirror being brought for one of those rounds on Coastline. So I do like them having this very, you know, vague strat, I guess, with these ops. It just means that it's very flexible and they can do a lot with it. They just let Rowan do his thing on this Oryx, just running around, and then everyone just, you know, is assigned to their roles. And Mario with that Thunderbird, he doesn't have to do much. So with Rowan's IGLing, him being on Oryx, meaning he can roam, Mario can take over with that IGL, because he doesn't have to do much. And that's something. Thatcher's not required. If we take a look at the lineup of LPS, they don't have anything that can be Thatchered much, really, like, to keep the walls closed. Wicked, he takes a lot of damage from that armory side, I'm going to take a wild guess, and kill him. he hits about the same HP as well from that armory side. I'm not too sure. Nixra falls a little bit as well, and now it's just Meraki taking a lot of damage, but the Thinker being oh so broken. So he's going to be finding himself inside of armory, taking a good gunfight. Newek wins it with the pistol! And he gets no air jabbed into the wall, and he actually escapes with his life. Mario trying to take a gunfight, not finding anything though. As he falls back, Rowan going to come try help this player on the Malusi probably. Not too sure as he falls right back down to the basement, and now 1 minute 30 as we see this round slowly ticking by.
Oh, it's a complete pivot. They've opted to go from the master bedroom area, try and get that open as well. Sure, they've got Attic, but it's not enough to make a push happen from. These players on Le Passion stack, oh so low, but not sent to purgatory just yet. Renegade might push himself 1 inch closer to his own grave as he takes a very aggressive angle, but oh, again, escapes with his life. They are avoiding death at every angle, but King SO playing with death, playing with fire, close to the wall, goes for the rotate. Quite strange, but I assume it's just to get HP.
Can I quickly just point out Newek's HP?
Yeah.
He was like 2 HP, right? Yeah, he's back to full essentially, and he's just on this pistol terrorizing this Meraki side. It's a 2 versus 4. As Newek, he's gonna find his third instead it's Mario onto Wicked, and he's gonna go for a 360, trying to find this one tap. He is really feeding himself, but he feels himself hit the ground, and Renegade gets the refrag through the wall. Good kills, good round from the defenders.
Good way to open the map. I mean, it felt like the attackers did everything they had to. They got the wall open. They made a move around onto master bedroom, got that wall open. They just lost their gunfights. That's all that happened. They lost
we can glorify Siege.
to a pistol.
We can glorify Siege all they want, really. We can say, you know, strats are important, blah, 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 blah. It's basically a game of chess. In the end, it doesn't matter, right? It is an FPS game. You have to win your gunfights. If you aren't winning your gunfights, you aren't going to win the round. You can have the best strat in the world, but if the other team shoots a gun more straight than you do, it doesn't matter, really.
I love the expression more straight.
More straight.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to point you out on your fallacies every time.
Remember that trend that was going on Twitter, the super straight or something?
Yeah, super straight gang.
You part of the super straight gang, guy?
I am going to say no comment.
No comment, alright.
Because
good choice.
I do not want to be flamed on Twitter, because no matter what I say, I will be flamed.
I remember when you... I don't remember what you said, but it was like about the missed jerseys or something.
What?
I remember when you got called out a while back for being biased or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason.
I remember you worded something like horribly.
Yes. So I worded something incredibly horribly, but at the end of the day, I was getting called biased by both teams.
By Mist as well.
By both teams, Mist and ATK. I'm not throwing shade. I said things I shouldn't have said. I was biased at points in the game, but I was getting called biased by both teams. So I don't really know how that happens, but not to check so long on past demons. We have to check this game and whether any players will turn into ghosts just yet.
There's your first ghost. Nixtra, he hits the deck, and Renegade, he's just running away. I have seen smoke on this FMG quite a lot recently, including in SI. Lots of these players have been bringing this FMG. It's a strong gun, 1, and 2, it just gives smoke more options technically. If you have those impact, and like right now, they have Corsa on this Oryx, so you have all the rotates in the world, it just makes sense to bring this FMG.
It does, and it doesn't make sense to just be running amok with a pistol. What is he doing? Why is he this confident?
Yeah, he won map 1, and look, it wasn't like a whitewash. It was 7-5. Newek's running around like they just
Maybe
won
don't use a pistol. He finds a double for his trouble.
Double for his trouble. That rhymes. 1 minute 50 on the clock, and Newek just got stopped. He's running around with a pistol, not too sure what he's doing. They're acting like they won the first game 7-0, 7-1, but no. It was 7-5. It almost went to overtime. Meraki had a hell of a fight, and right now, LPS making mistakes that really it should be obvious.
Stand by to witness the punch.
Meraki, will they fumble in the last half of this round? We talk about mistakes and they happen quite a lot, especially during the dying moments of a round as Mario finds an answer back onto Vlad. Sure, it's not a major hampering factor, but it's still something that you would have wanted to rely on. Opening up a tiny bit of the freezer hatch, maybe wanting to... Yeah, that's why you bring the Ibana. They don't have any ace charges left. Now they don't have a way to open that hatch. Sure, you can use it to put some pressure onto the smoke playing in there. I believe the nade just flew off of the gas canister. Did it miss because of that?
I'm not too sure, but I wouldn't be surprised, because that was perfect timing from the gas canister. Wicked, he finds himself inside laundry, the diffuser being dropped to him. Delphox takes some more chip damage inside that freezer side as Kiev, he rotates around to this.
Okay, an EMP.
He misses the EMP. I think that was meant to be throwing down the hatch, not too sure. Delphox, he pops.
Why are you thinking in the smoke cloud?
Because the smoke was dying down.
Fair.
So, we see ourselves reaching the last 20 seconds of the round. These attackers, they're very out of position right now. And that's the diffuser drop. That should be the round gone with it as well. And it's just orange all over our screens. Another good defense. And now, this is what I'm thinking, right? The first map was very closely contested. It was the map of LPS. This is Meraki's map now. Meraki was so close. But it's happened to me on Oregon as well, in relegations. That first map, Chalet, it was such a close battle. 8-6 we lose, and just your mental after that close loss, it just kills you, right? And I won't say how second map went in relegations, but it went.
My therapist says it's not good to bring up past trauma.
Yeah, it's not feeling great right now. I should have done that.
Well, you know, Meraki, they're bringing the Ying, they're bringing the Nomad. Quite a wacky lineup, if I may say that. It is.
A change of pace, which is very good to see, and that is something that we did not do. I like this from Meraki, bringing up a little bit of pace change, something that they themselves can just, you know, a new little fresh breath. Something that they can do that might counter LPS, because LPS right now, I can tell you right now, the way Newek was reacting, they're cocky, right? Their confidence is through the roof. So if you shut them down, if you bring this Ying and counter the aggression with your own aggression, I could see it working.
You know what they say, variety is the spice of life, but when you bring something as spicy as mayo, sometimes it doesn't work. I mean, Causa, he's on an operator that basically nullifies the effect of a Ying. We still need to see whether he uses it in the right moment, takes the opportunity, but still, that Ying might have to counter days.
Yeah, it is a good read from Rowan to bring that Mr. Warden, basically the Secret Service agent. So, and he does have the deployable shield. He also is running the shotgun. And Kiev falls, and that's the thermite off the board. They do have the ace though, and they're like he's booking it. Nope, he's actually baited out the C4, but this time he will tuck tail and turn out of there, as he is so low HP, and they do have that Thunderbird, which is just such a broken operator right now. He's just gonna get back into sight, and let's just see this HP. He's gonna all of his HP back.
He escapes with his life in his heart, is no strife, getting back to full HP. That is how you live life.
That is, you know, live life to the edge, and he was living life to the edge. So it doesn't look like we're gonna be seeing a tower take from these attackers. The thing is that it's not meeting, boys. You know this. So we're gonna be getting meeting control now, getting that wall open, and probably gonna be going for the plant behind the big grey metal box inside of kitchen.
Is that the official callout? Big grey metal box? You have to pronunciate it every single time?
I will not lie, we have said it once before like that in a game. Big grey metal box! So it's kind of just stuck with me, because it's a nice callout. Now, just default is a better call for it. Well, default plot. And Rowan, look at this! Newek and Rowan, Newek, he's loving those Chrono stations, he's back to full HP essentially. And Wicked might not be aware of this, but there is a wild course on the prowl.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
SMG-12 in hand. Are you gonna find this? Just barely snakes around, passing like two ships in the night. None of them will find another just yet, but is the extra juice worth the squeeze? Are you gonna push the objective and go for this? Causa is in a position to go for this. The Ying, completely unaware. The Finker is popping her extra lifesteal, those nanobots coming in to assist, but What does that mean? If you can't take control of the bomb site just yet, they're falling by the wayside one after another. A team kill to boot. This is not looking good for them.
God. 2 versus 4, Vlad and Wicked. They still have time in their favor. But the issue is, look at the man count, look at the positioning. Newark, he reads that perfectly, and it's all down to the shoulders of Wicked. If they want to try and find a round, find themselves on the board, Oregon so far is the map that we've seen the most 7-0s in SI. And just in general, Oregon is such a good map for the momentum. No way! No way, Wicked missing all those shots. Newark was able to go for that 360. Wicked, he's stuck on a pistol, 15 seconds left, he gets 2 kills, but they just
Please
empty.
no, I beg, please no.
Uh-oh. 10 seconds left, and now he has to
No,
drop
Corsa is smart enough to run away. If there's one player that doesn't give in to aggression, what did you just do?
Oh my god, that was so close.
I was busy complimenting you and you go around and do that? Oh my, you have no respect for my work.
Wicked, that could have been Wicked. But instead, it's not. 3-0. So yeah, like I said, that stat, Oregon is the most prone map to 7-0s, right? Because the second you get that momentum going, it's so difficult to stop. And we see some momentum. Meraki, they had momentum in the first map. They were able to string a couple rounds together, but right now it's been completely shut down. They are a shell of them former selves. Rowan, he 6 picks back onto the man with the golden moustache.
Wooden.
Why'd you leave me hanging?
I didn't really know how to add anything onto that. Maybe not a golden moustache, maybe a moustache with a silver lining, because these clouds have just been lining up for them.
They really have. It's been incredible, and that last round.
Why do you open the bottom? Do they not listen to us?
It's almost as if they aren't stream sniping. That's intense.
Damn.
That's crazy. Alright, well, yeah, please, if anyone's watching this stream, don't open that bottom thing. Unless, of course, you're playing like a shield, then you want to be able to sprint through it. I guess that's a viable option. Other than that, don't do it. Because if you lose out of control, it's very difficult to sit inside of that kid's bedroom. So, yeah.
10 seconds left.
Hey kids, do drugs. Don't open the rotate to be runnable.
Do drugs. Don't listen to Kanye, please. Don't do drugs. Shut the fuck up. What's wrong with you?
What is more important than the other? Are we not gonna say this?
Alright, fair enough. Do drugs, kids.
There we go, that's the spirit. Well, anyway, and King is so that is the spirit. Go for these early aggression plays because it's been working out for them, and they have the Kona station. So even if you get 99 damage done onto yourself, well, you can walk out of there with 100 a few seconds later. There's a player outside, I believe that might just be the Ying of Nixtro. Hasn't done too well in this game, but with the pressure he is putting on, it's not going to be felt because it is Vlad feeling it.
Yeah, Vlad, Meraki, they are not enjoying themselves at this current moment in time, being the opening pick. I think almost every round, other than one, where they found 2 kills in the beginning of the round. And it turned into like a 3v. Oh, Nixtro. That is a good shot. Ella shut down, thankfully. That is all you can do this round. No more 360s and...
Can't go to the Kona stations if you don't have your life.
Exactly. Alright, and Nixa have just won their first round. It's 1-0 there. Yeah, alright. 0-3 Meraki, they are in the lead, but the thing is, we've seen them be in the lead for all these kills. It doesn't matter though, because they haven't converted anything. Nixtro, he's going to swing wide into Trophy King, so he's playing in a dangerous position, actually gets out of there behind the shield. The wall opened a little too late. And now Wicked, he's just going to chill around in game's room, thermite zoning, and it does look like they're going to be going for this game's default plant. So, Delphox taking a lot of damage from Rowan as Renegade finds his first Nixtro, falls the man with all the utility in pocket. Delphox falls soon after Renegade on a triple now as Wicked falls. What is Renegade doing to these men? 2 versus 4, 50 seconds, the flashes are out, Kiva finds one for himself, Vlad fighting back, finds the man of the hour. Renegade.
Why do you shoot that?
Versus 2. What? Yeah, he couldn't have gone heals. Oh, it's not him. He doesn't need heal. So, it's more so that
I mean, still
heals.
puts you up on the stem.
Where's
got the crossfire. Yeah.
Where is the diffuser? It's left cold inside of games. All right, not really. We do have Vlad there with it. And they are in a position to get a plant down, to be fair.
If one player can sprint across, he's got a crossfire, he can hold kids, they could enact this. They could make this happen. But Causa, so importantly, doesn't spot out the thermite. He swings wide, but from the side, he's not aware. Finds one, but that's not enough. He needs to find the second. King SO coming in clutch. Le Passion Stack taking 4.
Say yes in chat. We did like that. We didn't see it. Lie to him his face. Tactical timeout from Meraki. Chef's just quote unquote Newek 2022. All caps.
What just happened?
I have no idea what just happened.
You turned into
Tactical
a
timeout! Dude, tactical timeout!
2-second clutch.
You had to look in chat, you were busy typing!
And? I clutched it.
Yeah, but you gave them grey hairs in return. Oh, that round, yet again, we're just seeing that exactly the same thing what we were talking about earlier. Would love to see you on Twitter, okay. Tell them we didn't actually see. Maybe in the replay file. Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to go digging for that one if there's a replay on this game. But the thing is, speaking about this game, LPS, they just took their 4th, right? So the issue here is Meraki has found the opening 2 rounds now, and they have not been able to convert one of those rounds. It was a 5 versus 3 lead, right? And it's just not looking too great for the side of Meraki right now. As a tactical timeout comes to a close, we're going to be seeing Meraki. They have 2 more rounds on this attack. They have to find something. And if they don't win this round, I do think we could be seeing a 7-0, really. It's just the amount of cockiness that is built up on the side of LPS. You know, the passion, rather. You know what? Not the cockiness. The passion that is built up on this side of LPS
Attackers need to locate
is really coming into play here. Meraki, you're not doing great. We're so sorry, Renegade. We really are. We saw your first, we saw your second, we don't know how you did it. We don't know how you do it, man. But we didn't see it. We'll go. You know, just for you, we'll go into the replay files and find a 32-bit replay of that. Oh.
I talked earlier in this broadcast about Causa on shotguns. And here we see it. I cannot wait for what he does with that shotgun, because my oh my, you're gonna have to do a lot if you want to redeem yourself for what you just did, young man.
Cam placement, good night. No, we put the cam in the wrong place and got immediately punished for it. So, yeah, not sticking to the strats. What a pleb. Alright, well that's what happens when you don't stick to Roman strats. You get gunned down immediately. And yeah, it is fun in games on the side of Le Passion Stack, not so much on the side of Meraki as they enter through small tower. They have these pre-placed drones, so they know just how fast they can get in. And yet again, although it may not be by their own hands, we see out themselves in another advantage, right? So technically, with those 3 advantages right now, we could very, very easily be seeing Meraki in the lead in 3-2, right? Like, we could be seeing 3-1 right now, actually. So, if they win this round, then there's hope. If they don't, I just don't think their mental's in it right now. Meraki, they had a great first map, and look, they're not doing bad on the second. It's just LPS is just doing a little bit better.
It's just such a raw play style from these players on the Passion Stack. I mean, by no means should Causa be allowed to sit up here. I mean, he's 0-3 at this point in this game, but we know what he did in the previous game. We know what he's done in previous years of his experience. Sitting tight with a shotgun, laying in wait, they know of his position, seemingly, or maybe that is just predicting the future. They don't know. He is prime and ready for a flank, and here it comes. They don't know that he's here, and surely he is gonna find.
Alright. Oh no.
Collect! No spice, no seasoning, just meat. Such a raw play style from Causa.
Get inserted! Oh no, through the wall! Not like this. Oh, that is so unfortunate. To the side of Meraki.
And he's just still there.
Still, he's not have to left. They know he's there though. But the thing is, if they push, there it is, Delphox. You should get a free kill. He swings wide. The nade comes out. Vlad gets the pick. Delphox is a bit damage to himself, but 4 versus 3, the storm.
It's a comedy of errors from both teams. Causa finds the opening pick on his own teammate, and then Delphox almost kills himself with his own damn nade. I don't know what I'm watching, but I am very much entertained. Are you not?
Are you not entertained? 40 seconds left. Meraki. They're fighting, and they're fighting for their lives as they are behind 4-0, and all of a sudden we could be seeing a Meraki special, a first round. Maybe you do need Newek. Maybe you shouldn't have punished him. But the thing is, these last 2 players are going to be so difficult to deal with. Mario, if he lands any more shots like this, this round could swing the other way, and now the clock slowly ticks down. 15 seconds, Delphox drops, not like this, Meraki. You have to be finding this round. 10 seconds. He swings close. He does pick up the first, but it's a double kill. 1 versus 1. Plant faked out. Left. He can't stick it. 5 seconds. Mario's in blue. And the plant will be stuck. I think he has the time as well. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 1 second left. He knows! Traded!
Okay, I'm gonna have to do some theory crafting here, because if you don't know, about a year and a half ago, if you won or if you traded, no matter what, the defenders would win. But
no, if diffuser's down, attackers win trades regardless.
Yeah, I'm talking before that update. I'm pretty sure defenders won no matter what. Okay, am I completely mistaken?
Defenders didn't win. It was defenders won regardless of a trade in like regular time.
Okay.
But the second the plant was down, it basically swapped. So attackers became defenders and defenders became attackers. So if there was a trade just like we saw right now, attackers would have won the round.
And they did. And my oh my, was that a good damn round.
It was way too close for comfort. And I mean, that came down to 0 people being alive. So it was way too close for Meraki, who had that 4 versus 2. They only got 3 kills. They only got 4 kills that round. Right? Keep in mind. That was a team kill from one of the... We've seen 2 team kills this round, this game. 1 from each team. But
did we?
Yes, remember when Nixer got drilled in the back?
No.
He was on the Ying.
Oh yeah, true. I have very short-term memory.
All good. But yeah. Alright, so now it's the passion stack. It is 4-1. If you pick up this round, you're in a good position. Regardless of what happens in this round, really, you're in a good position. Meraki, they need this round. LPS, it's just all dandelions and rainbows for now. But if Meraki are able to string rounds together like we saw in the last map, this could become a problem.
If I'm the passion
stack, you
stack,
might want to update your overlay.
Oh, true. That is very true. I shall do that right now. Sorry about the delay. Have Siege in a mode where if I tab, it doesn't actually show the game, so I'm very sorry for this. But wait, I need to. Who's on the left and who's on the right? The passion stack's on the right, so I need to put this one up. There we go. Sorry about the confusion, ladies and gentlemen. It should be fixed now.
Alright. And Delphox, he's at the ground. Do you want to take over this round?
Yeah, Newek finds the opening kill. Causa still left up top. The story we have seen told over and over, but in this tale of kings and princesses, well, if you bring a gun to a knife fight, you're surely gonna win it out. Causa still up top. Still a presence to be felt. A nade getting cooked. Not too sure from where. But it doesn't find anything just yet. Renegade takes a tad bit of damage, but Causa still up top, still unanswered. They're clearing out kitchen, but that doesn't really mean anything if your roof is not secured over your head. They can't sleep tight.
They cannot indeed. By the way, Josh Kudu, the first map went in favor of LPS 7-5. And that was their map pick. This map, Oregon, is currently Meraki's map pick. So, right now, being Meraki's map pick doesn't look so great as Wicked is finally able to patch the wound. Make sure they don't bleed out too far. Newek, he finally hits a deck, but he's been able to do so much. Can I point out Rowan's the only person on the side of LPS that doesn't have 6 kills?
This is true. This is not conventional. King SO.
Ever. King SO also uncharacteristic of him, missing a couple easy shots as Wicked escapes with his life. He was already low in the first place. Nixter, he's gonna be droning. Remember, basement is the side, and it's 1 minute on the clock left. And they have no real good positioning.
I don't think that spotted him.
I'm not too sure, but Rowan.
Yeah, he's not gonna take the chance. He just bot walks down.
Yep. Slowly but surely crawls back downstairs. Look at this, 45 seconds, they've just cleared vertical, right? And now you have 40 seconds on a 3 versus 4 with 3 smokes still up to try and find some form of an execute.
No hard breach for the hatches, no utility to clear them out, all 4 nades expended, smoke canisters getting expended, 30 seconds on the clock, he can use all 3 of those to clear out Harry Potter for the remainder of this round. He knows that, so he's going to swing aggressive on blue. This is where they're going to pivot. SMG-11 is oh so good in these close quarter engagements. He finds one. Can he find more? One to boot. Can he find the second? Can he find the third? And can he find the round to make it a 5-1 full of passion stack heading into the split? The Jaeger from the side can't really do anything. Absolutely shut down, but Causa to file the final nail in the coffin. 5-1 at the half.
5-1 at the half, and this is looking very difficult. I agree with that, Renegade. I want that's facts. That is actually facts. To an extent.
Are you gonna try and pronounce that just like you did the hee-hee?
Zeknha Orifuher Zo Irfizj.
Okay, stop before you summon a demon, you Polish. You Polish man.
My chair's floating. I'll be back in a sec. Take over. 1-5. Right. We're joking about, but Meraki, this isn't a joke. 1-5. They have already used the tactical timeout when it was 0-3, and nothing came of it other than that one round. But that wasn't the round after the attack. So right now, I'm worried. I'm really worried for Meraki.
Do you think it is possible? You say you're worried, but do you genuinely think this is possible?
Right now, with the way Meraki has been playing, I don't think so. I think the second they start picking up a few rounds, I think LPS will actually, you know, because they I hate to say it, but I doubt they've been really trying that hard, right? We've been seeing Newek doing 360s. We see Renegade on the Amaru, right? So I just don't think they've been trying that incredibly hard.
Yeah.
So right now, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but
Bad news?
Bad news.
Why do you bring a cursed cow? I mean, you've already summoned a demon.
No, bro, the cow was the demon.
Oh, okay. That is fair. Well, Renegade. ITA, no, what is the shotgun called? Supernova, I believe it is. Yeah, he's got the Supernova in hand. A gun that was used to prominence in previous seasons. Not as much now, but still. In the hands of a Le Passion stack player, it can do damage. We've seen shotguns do damage, but maybe not in conventional ways, as Newek finds an unconventional kill onto Neekstro. He's died a few times as the opener.
So quickly, look at this. What is this defense by Meraki? I haven't seen anything like this, really. Normally you see that wall reinforced.
Yeah.
On the left. So, not being reinforced, it just means they can't play inside the laundry, really. And Rowan, he's just going to take out Delphox, as Delphox is able to find one before he's traded out. 2 minutes. This is the difference between the attacks. Meraki, on their attack, 40 seconds left, and they've just finished clearing out everything. LPS, in the first minute, already planning an execute. But Vlad, he's going to make that a little bit more difficult as he picks up Newek. That's the Yana off the board. You do still have the Thatcher and the hard breach. And all of a sudden, Rowan makes it a lot more possible. And I think that might have just been a wallbang onto Wicked. And 1 minute 30, and that's the smoke's already coming out. It's a 2 versus 3, and they only have 1 smoke in pocket. No C4s, 2 impacts though. And my oh my, as the time ticks down, honestly, I think it's just Meraki's time really ticking down. Oh, actually, Rowan, he's down. Oh, it's a Pogman. So it wasn't actually a kill, and they don't know he's been downed, and they have all the time in the world to actually pick him up. Kingso, what a match.
So just to reassess, there's a minute left in a 3v2. Both of these players in relatively safe environments. Rips 1 smoke canister just to deny a bit of time.
By the way.
Yeah, so now no smokes. They have taken so little time to clear out these players initially that they are allowed to save a player from a position where he should not have lived by every single calculation you could have ran, he should not have lived. But now, they have 30 seconds still on the clock to make this execute happen. One coming from Freezer, one coming down Laundry, and Causa the wild card from Blue in Elbow. Trying to find the engagement with Kiev. He is the one with the most HP. Taking him out would be a big thing for them. He doesn't though. And Mario in another pog mat. King SO left last alive in a 15-second clutch. Can he make this happen? There is no opportunity to go for this revive. It is just Kiev facing down the barrel of King SO. The AK-12 versus the SMG-11 at long ranges. This is not the gun you want, but the gun you want and the player you want is Mario. Somehow, I think he thought he could have gotten the revive off, and indeed he does. What am I witnessing? Now it suddenly has become a 1v2, but seemingly that doesn't matter for Kiev. He's going to go with the aggression, whips out the shotgun. The M590A1, such a good gun in these close quarter engagements. You might have spawned a demon previously, and I think you did, because Kiev is living on demon time. Can he make this clutch happen? 12 seconds left. The diffuser is there. He needs to defuse this. Opts to go for the diffuser. No time left now. This is the round for Passion Stack.
Doesn't matter what happens now, he gets the kill. But the round ticks away, and that just is heartbreaking. Killer, a great attempt at a clutch, but he let the revive go through, and that was unlucky. But regardless, match point, Meraki, not the same Meraki we saw in the first map. 1-6, they're going to be going to kids' dorms. This is their second defense, and this will be their first attempt at kids' dorms. Hopefully it can bring more success than that basement defense.
I mean, you need to turn things around, and I think, luckily, if I want to put it that way, for Meraki, they are very much a momentum-based team. So, if they can get the momentum going, then there is a chance. But it is a slim chance.
I would like to say that those frost mats got 2 players in the last round.
Yes.
Right?
They were
so
brilliant.
They were brilliant, but even with those brilliant frost mats
they could
and
not
that
win.
time taking down, they weren't able to pick up the round, which is really concerning me. And earlier I was fearing for them. Now I'm concerned. I'm very concerned. 1-6, not where you want to be if you're Meraki. I doubt there's any way to turn this game around right now. I really do think they're just a dead man walking at this point. Right?
Oh, it is just such a hard position to be in. I mean, you set up this bomb site knowing it might be your final round in the SSA R6 League seeding tournament. Though, they still have something to look forward to. All of the teams that have made it to this point in the tournament have entered into the inaugural league, which is dates and announcements will be posted within the weeks to come. That is still being handled on the back end. But just to bring it back to this game, you play this round knowing it might be your last. So why not throw caution to the wind? Why not swing for the fences and take some chances? My, oh my.
We saw a team quite a while back, not quite a while back, a couple of days back. One by the name of Elevate, which were in this position.
No.
Right? It wasn't 6-1, it was 6-3. But someone by the name of Onigiri went massive, and he was using this as DMR, right? Wicked trades one back onto Renegade. He's not going to have any say in this round. But if they want to find a way back into this game, they're going to need an Onigiri, right? And Wicked, he's on 9 for 6. He might have to turn into Onigiri, and he might have to just become some form of a demon and absolutely slaughter this passion stack, kill their passion, and kill the stack, right? But right now, it doesn't look possible. It doesn't look like that's going to happen. Newick trying to find himself wallbang, nothing gonna come of it. Brilliant. He's gonna be sitting on the big window with that DMR. We saw what that can do. Vlad ripped apart Newick's on top.
Oh
my goodness, he lands a shot. Newick!
What are you doing, my friend? The triple! I feel like a Call of Duty commentator because my breath is on its dying limit. 3 kills that by all means he should not have found. Wicked, can you bring this back? You said he needs an Onigiri. Well, he needs a miracle play to bring this back, to bring this round back, to bring this game back. The Thatcher EMP is going to shut down.
He's just done Newick one better. He said, you can find 3, I can find 4. This is for the round to keep themselves in the game, but he doesn't find it. And that's them done for the tournament. Kingso shuts down the ace. That could have been the onigiri moment. It could have been the ace. But it's shut down, and I'm gonna watch that on stream, give me a second, my Newick.
This might just be me nitpicking because that is what a commentator does when they try and fill the air, but the Thatcher EMP shut down not only his red dot, but his reticle as well. That shot was missed by a millimeter. I think that's one of the first times I can actually point to a round being won, not by a Thatcher shutting down a bandit battery, a Cade Electroclaw, but by disabling a holographic sight. Do you have any input on that? Because I think that's what happened.
Sorry, I'm just watching Newick. Oh my god, that second kill.
I forgive you because that was beautiful.
Also, why didn't anyone tell me my mic sounds so ass? What did you do to it?
I didn't do anything. What does it sound like on stream?
Bro, it sounds so grainy.
Oh, I do not. I mean, I turned myself down so they can hear you better.
Well,
I don't have any
we'll
filters
figure out
on.
later.
Yeah, all of the kinks will be sorted out when we join you back tomorrow for both games in the semi-final of the SSA R6 League seeding tournament. Harper, any final words before we close this one out?
If that's what we're going to see from LPS, I think we got ourselves a league on our hands.
Wise words, and more to follow tomorrow. Join us back here tomorrow. Cheers, boys.
We done? We both music? Huge being here. Change that. Change that. Thanks for watching. Bro, oh my god, Newick. No shot, he just walks up right and claims 3 skulls. That was a wacky moment.